12 o'clock noon, the first hour of agony on the cross, the first word, Father, forgive them, for they do not know what they are doing. My crucified Jesus, I see you placed on this cross as on a triumphant throne. You overcome all obstacles and all hearts, and you draw them to yourself so strongly that everyone feels your superhuman power. Horrified by your mistreatment, nature prostrates itself before you. In silence, it awaits a word from you to offer you homage and to acknowledge your sovereignty. Your heart-pierced mother and your faithful ones lack all words. They stand motionless at the sight of your broken humanity and silently await a word from you. Your body hangs silently in an ocean of cruel pains and agonizing spasms, so that your dear ones fear you may die from one breath to another. What else do you see? The treacherous Jews and the cruel executioners who abused you, scorned you, and call you an impostor, an evildoer. The very thieves who blasphemed you, and all the other bystanders are dumbstruck and become silent. Remorse overwhelms them, and if they try to insult you in some way, the words die on their lips. But I penetrate into your interior, and I see your love bursting forth from you. It suffocates you, and you cannot contain it. Your love torments you more than your pains, because you want to save each one of us. It makes you cry out movingly with a loud voice, as if everyone anxiously waited for a word from you. You raise your dying eyes to heaven, and you speak as the God that you are. Father, forgive them, for they do not know what they are doing. And again you fall silent, immersed in unheard of pains. O crucified Jesus, can you love us so much? After so many pains and insults, your first word speaks forgiveness, and you excuse us before the Father for so many sins. You make this merciful word descend into every heart after sinning, and you are the first to offer pardon. But how many reject your mercy and do not accept it? Your love goes crazy. Beside yourself with love, you want to give the kiss of peace and pardon to everyone. On hearing your word, hell trembles and recognizes you as God. Nature and all souls are astonished. They recognize your divinity and your inextinguishable love, and they silently wait to witness its ultimate expression. Not only your voice, but also your blood and your wounds cry out to every heart after sinning. Come into my arms, for I forgive you, and the seal of forgiveness is the price of my blood. O my beloved Jesus, repeat this word to every sinner on the face of the earth. Implore mercy for everyone. Apply the infinite merits of your most precious blood to them. O good Jesus, continue to calm the divine justice for everyone. Give grace to souls who need to forgive but do not have the strength to do it. My adorable crucified Jesus, in these 3 hours of most bitter agony, you want to bring everything to perfection. While you hang upon the cross in silence, I see that you want to satisfy the Father in everything. You thank Him for everyone. You atone for everyone. You ask pardon for everyone. You plead for the grace that souls never offend you again. To obtain this grace from the Father, you recapitulate your whole life, from the instant of your conception to your last breath. My Jesus, my endless love, let me recapitulate your whole life with you, with your inconsolable mother, with St. John, and with the pious women. My sweet Jesus, I thank you for all the thorns that have pierced your adorable head. I thank you for the drops of blood that you shed from it. I thank you for the blows that you have received upon it, and for the hair that they have torn from you. I thank you for all the good that you have done and have obtained for everyone with your mind. I thank you for the lights and good inspirations that you have given us. I thank you for the many times you have forgiven us all of our sins of thought, especially of arrogance, pride, and self-esteem. My Jesus, I ask forgiveness in the name of everyone. I ask pardon for as many times as we have crowned you with thorns. I ask pardon for as many drops of blood as we have caused to gush forth from your most sacred head, and for as many times as we have not yielded to your inspirations, for all the pains that you have suffered, O good Jesus. I pray to you to obtain the grace for us never again to commit sins of thought. I intend to offer you all that you suffered in your most holy head, to give you all the glory that creatures would have given you if they had made good use of their minds. Laudate Dominum omnes gentes, laudate omnes populi, quoniam confirmata est super nos misericordia Iesus, et veritas Domini manet in aetunum gloria Patri. O my Jesus, I adore your most holy eyes. I thank you for all the tears and drops of blood that they have shed. I thank you for the cruel pricks of the thorns that have pierced them through and through, for the insults, mockery, and contempt you endured in your passion. I ask forgiveness for all who use their sight to offend and insult you. For the sake of the pains that you suffered in your most sacred eyes, I beg you to give us the grace never to offend you again with evil looks. I want to offer you all that you suffered in your most holy eyes. I want to give you all the glory that creatures would have given you if their eyes had been fixed entirely on heaven, on the Godhead, and on you, my Jesus. I adore your most holy ears. I thank you for all that you are suffering here on Calvary, while the executioners deafen them with shouts and jeers. I ask pardon in the name of everyone for all the evil conversations that we have had or that we allowed ourselves to listen to. I beg you to open the ears of all men to the eternal truths and to the voices of grace. I beg you to grant that no one offend you again with his sense of hearing. I want to offer to you all that you suffered in your most holy sense of hearing, and to give you all the glory that souls would have given you if they had made use of this sense only to praise you, love you, bless you, and thank you. O my Jesus, I kiss and adore your most holy face. I thank you for all that you have suffered. I thank you for the spittle, the blows, and the insults that you received, and for all the times that you let yourself be trampled by your enemies. In the name of all souls, I ask forgiveness for all the times that creatures dared to offend you. For the sake of these blows and for the spittle, I beg you to grant that your divinity be recognized, praised, and glorified by everyone. O my Jesus, I myself want to go about the whole world, from east to west and from north to south. I want to unite the voices of all creatures and change them into many acts of praise, love, and adoration. O my Jesus, I want to bring the hearts of all creatures to you, so that you may infuse them with light, love, truth, and compassion for you. I know that you will forgive everyone, but I pray that you not let anyone offend you again. Even at the cost of my blood, I want to offer you all that you suffered in your most holy face, to give you all the glory that creatures could have given you if no one had dared to offend you by spitting all over your adorable face. I adore your most holy mouth, and I thank you for your first whisperings. I thank you for all the milk that you sucked, and for all the words that you said. I thank you for the loving kisses that you gave to your most holy mother. I thank you for the food that you took, for the affectionate touches you gave your mother, for the passion, for the bitter gall, for the burning thirst that you suffered on the cross, and for the prayers that you offered to the Father. I ask forgiveness for all the murmuring, for the evil and worldly conversations, and for all the blasphemies that pour forth from the mouths of creatures. I want to offer you your holy teachings in reparation for their bad conversations. I want to offer you the mortification of your sense of taste in reparation for their acts of gluttony, your absorption into prayer in reparation for our scattered and inattentive ones. Furthermore, I want to join our mouth to yours in reparation for all the ways that they offend you with the misuse of their tongues. I want to offer you all that you suffered in your most holy mouth. In this way, I want to give you all the glory that creatures would have given you if no one had dared to offend you by abusing his sense of taste and his tongue. O Jesus, I adore your neck and thank you for the admirable patience with which you allowed yourself to be tied up, for the perfect detachment from all created things that you teach us. I ask forgiveness for the offenses you receive from those creatures who are attached to the pleasures of this world, and I beg you to implore for everyone detachment from earthly things and a perfect uniformity with your will. I offer your most pure conception and reparation for those who conceive in guilt. I offer your imprisonment in your mother's womb for those who do not care for the strictness of your will. I offer your life for those who allow their children to be dead to grace instead of giving them new life through holy baptism, and for all infanticides. I offer your childhood and everything you suffered in childhood for those who do not permit innocent children to know you, praise you, and love you, that all of them may indeed know you and love you. I offer your hidden life in reparation for family discord, for the hypocrisy of so many who, though appearing to love you, interiorly offend you. And I offer your life in the desert in reparation for the acts of disobedience to the church, for the contempt shown to fasting, to the precepts and the sacraments. I offer your public life in reparation, should there be priests who do not fulfill their ministry with honest intentions, for the preaching and the sacraments given in a self-interested spirit, full of self-love and self-esteem, and also in reparation for all the offenses that you receive from government authorities. I offer your faithfulness to repair for our lack of it, your perfect submission to your Father for our failure to correspond to grace, your thanks in reparation for all the times that we failed to thank you for your innumerable benefits. Oh Jesus, I thank you for everything. In the name of everyone, I offer you a hymn of eternal and infinite thanksgiving. Oh my Jesus, I want to offer you all that you have suffered in your most holy body. I want to give you all the glory that creatures would have given you if they had conformed their lives to yours. Oh Jesus, I thank you for all that you have suffered in your most holy back. I thank you for all the lashes you have received, for all the wounds that you suffered in your most sacred body, and for all the drops of blood that you shed. I ask pardon in the name of everyone for all the times that souls have offended you with illicit and evil pleasures because of their love of comfort. I offer you your painful scourging and reparation for all the sins committed by each of these 5 senses, for mankind's love of their own tastes, of sensible pleasures, of their egos, and of all natural satisfactions. I want to offer you all that you suffered in your back. I want to give you all the glory that creatures would have given you if they had always sought to please you alone, and if they had taken refuge in the shade of your divine protection. My Jesus, I kiss your left foot. I thank you for all the steps that you took in your mortal life. I thank you for all the times that you tired your poor limbs, searching for souls to lead them to your heart. I thank you, O my Jesus, for having shrunk your divinity into your humanity, hiding all the grandeur of a God behind the most ordinary actions. O my Jesus, I offer you all my steps, actions, and movements in reparation for everything and for everyone. I ask pardon for those who do not act with right intention. I unite my actions to yours to divinize them. United to all the works that you did with your most holy humanity, I offer them to you, to give you all the glory that creatures would have given you if they had worked in a holy way with the right intention. O my Jesus, I kiss your right foot. I thank you for all that you have suffered and do suffer for me, especially in this hour when you are hanging on the cross. I thank you for the agonizing work that the nails do in your wounds, torn more and more under the weight of your most sacred body. I ask forgiveness for all the rebellions and disobedient acts committed by creatures. In reparation, I offer you the pains of your most holy feet, intending to offer you all that you suffered in your most holy feet, to give you all the glory that creatures would have given you if they had obeyed you in everything. O my Jesus, I kiss your most holy left hand. I thank you for all that you have suffered for me and for all the times you have calmed the divine justice by atoning for everyone. I ask your forgiveness for whenever I fail to offer myself to give you satisfaction and all the glory that the creatures would have given you. I offer to you everything that you did in your mortal life with the movements of this left hand. I kiss your right hand, O Jesus, and I thank you for all the good that you have done and still do for everyone. In a special way, I thank you for the works of creation, redemption, and sanctification. I ask pardon in the name of everyone for all the times that we have been ungrateful for your benefits, and for so many works of ours done in a merely human spirit. In reparation for all these offenses, I offer you all the perfection and sanctity of your works, to give you all the glory that souls would have given you if they had corresponded to these benefits. O my Jesus, I kiss your most sacred heart. I thank you for all that you have suffered, desired, and zealously sought, for the love of all souls and for each in particular. I ask pardon for so many evil desires, affections, and tendencies. O Jesus, grant forgiveness to so many who prefer the love of creatures to your love. I want to give you all the glory that they have denied you, and I offer you all that your most adorable heart has done and continues to do. Reflection for the 12 o'clock noon hour. Jesus is lifted on the cross and remains suspended above the earth. And do we try to live detached from the world, from creatures, and from everything that is worldly? Everything should converge to form the cross on which we extend ourselves and remain suspended, like Jesus, distancing ourselves from everything that belongs to earth, so that others will not become attached to us. And so we shall take Jesus' place, and if the creatures want to give us nails and torments, we shall enclose them in our hearts and will have them accept part of our cross. Should circumstances, convenience, or the permission of the divine will place us almost in contact with the false taste of earthly things, we must reject them all. As long as we do not enjoy them, we shall not come down from the cross, but will remain on guard, so that our heart may partake only and always of the cross of Jesus. My suffering Jesus has no bed except the cross, and no comfort except his wounds and the insults he receives. Is our love for Jesus so strong that we find our rest in sufferings? Praying, suffering, and everything we do should be enclosed in Jesus' wounds, to feel their touch and immersed in his blood, seeking no other comfort except his pain. And if creatures comfort us, we must take it as a comfort given to us by the Lord, not by a creature, so that our heart may always be a stranger to everything, though still grateful to those who comfort us in a holy way. Then Jesus' wounds will be ours, and his blood will be continually at work in us to adorn us. Accordingly, we will draw whatever graces we desire for ourselves as well as for the salvation of souls, having the deposit of Jesus' blood in our hearts. If we are guilty of some shortcoming, we will beg Jesus that he not permit us to be stained in his presence, but cleanse us with his blood and keep us with him. Were we to feel weak, we would then implore Jesus to let our souls have a sip of his blood to regain our strength. This adorable blood shall be like a continuous current between Jesus and ourselves, leading us to always agree with him. My sweet Jesus prays for his executioners. Indeed, he even excuses them. Do we make Jesus' prayer our own to continually excuse sinners before the Father and implore mercy on their behalf, even for those who have offended us? While we pray, work, and walk, we should also not forget the poor souls who are about to take their last breath. Let us bring them Jesus' prayers and kisses for help and comfort. With our hands, let us support their souls and place them in the arms of Jesus. Let us be with them in our heart, talking about the love with which Jesus awaits them in the heavenly fatherland. In brief, we shall be like a smile in the midst of their bitterness, and will endeavor to make them fly to Jesus. We shall tell Jesus, "My lovable Jesus, I send you the fruit of your blood and of your love. Do not reject these souls, but for love of yourself, do receive them all in the heavenly fatherland." My Jesus, from your wounds I wish to draw strength to repeat your own life in me. In this manner, I will be able to pray and obtain for everyone the good that you yourself have done.